And we are live. Welcome to another I can't take it back now because another interactive English with me, teacher Zdenek, and one of the students and members of the Achievers Chamber. This time it's none other than Matthius. Hi, Matthius. How are you doing?
How it's going?
It's all right, but your video is a bit iffy. I don't
Maybe
know what's
I
going
don't.
on. The connection doesn't seem to be the best today. Is there anything
hope
you could do about it, please?
I can
Could you?
try. Let
Yeah.
me just do a few things.
Okay, while we are on this, I'm going to set my speakers to USB. Yeah, that's what I needed. Anyway, welcome everyone. Thanks for watching this live. If you want to ask us any questions related to the topic or possibly even outside this topic, feel free to do that in the comments. And we do have some comments here already. Hi, Helen. Hi,
Hi,
Matthius.
Ellen.
Hi, Zdenek. Anyway, didn't exactly say it in the right order, but who cares? Wow, you're getting into very specific topics. Yes, today we are going to talk about Matthius.
Keys.
Yes, that's right. I'm going to
Yeah.
ask Matthius a series of questions related to the topic of keys. Matthius, are you ready for question number 1?
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's go. Question number 1 is, what role do keys play in your life?
Well, mostly opening things, like the door.
Is that it?
I suppose.
Just you only use keys for opening things. Seriously.
Unless you mean keycaps on keyboards.
Well, we could go there as well, but I meant the traditional keys.
Ah, yeah. I suppose only for opening things, not really much else.
Really?
Yeah.
That doesn't seem complete to me, man. That doesn't seem complete.
I
Only
mean,
for
I also
opening.
lose them a lot. If
Well,
if you
that's one of my next questions. But do you seriously use keys only for opening things?
and closing things.
Yeah, that's what I was waiting for.
I
Closing?
mean, most of the time I
Is
don't
that
even close them.
is that the right word though? Closing. Do you close things with keys, or would you say lock? You lock things, right?
Yeah, you lock
Locking
things.
things, closing things.
Wouldn't you say also unlocking things?
You could say that, yeah. Unlocking
Unlocking
things,
and
which is
and
more like
locking.
opening. Yeah. Yeah, you said
Yeah.
opening, which is more sort of broad. It's broader, but yeah, it's the same idea, I suppose. But anything else then? Like, okay, maybe I meant this question in a slightly different way, where you approached it very literally. But I could ask you, how important are keys in your life, or something like that. That's probably where I was going with this.
Oh, I mean, I use them most of the time. I don't really use them every day, but yeah, they are kind of the thing that you always do, but don't really consider that you are doing it. That's like breathing.
Yeah, but would you say we should give keys more credit then? Do you think they're underappreciated?
I mean, we are getting to the point where keys become more obsolete because the age of electricity, and yeah, we basically have e-keys that are basically just cards, key cards that we can open things with. So
Yeah. Well, that's also a very, very good point for sure. Can you imagine your life without keys, though?
well, if only I didn't have them, I would imagine that it would be really painful. But if nobody had them, then I'm pretty sure that we would find something else that we can do.
Sorry. I think you lost me there.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is that basically, if I'm on the God, when I'm the only person that doesn't have keys, then I would be pretty sure that it would be like really troublesome.
Hmm.
But if everyone didn't have keys, then then we wouldn't even know that the keys exist in the first place because we didn't invent them yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So why do we even need keys then? Why do we even need them? But you said it's for
Because
opening and locking, but
yeah,
why do we have to do
you
that?
know why? Because there are some really bad people out there that want to get into places there that they shouldn't be in.
Right. Who are you talking about then? What kind of people? Would you like to be more specific? Or, is there someone? Are you trying to withhold some information here, or
Well, I'm just talking about people that basically we can go onto these. There are also you could say that they are criminals because they steal stuff and stuff like that. You can also make sure that none of your kids get into your cupboards so they don't eat all of your magic potions under the sink.
that's if you work as an alchemist? Yes.
Not as an alchemist because the magic potions are the liquid soaps and stuff like that you keep under the sink. Just
But you're
making
talking about me now. How do you know I do that? I never told you.
it's a common thing. That's like saying that you breathe, and yes, you would say how do I know that?
Okay, well, I don't have any magic potions, everyone, so it's
Yeah,
definitely
but for
not
kids they are magic potions.
Oh, are you referring to alcoholic beverages?
Not alcoholic. The dish soaps because kids don't have any idea that they are dish soaps. Then they are going to drink out of them because
Yeah,
because they smell good and they look like
we
potions.
mean washing liquid and stuff like that,
Yeah,
right?
washing liquid soap.
Dishwasher.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
why
that's.
you have
I
to
never
wash
thought
your cupboard.
about that. Never thought about that this way, actually. Helen says, yeah, but at least with old-fashioned keys, you can still get to your home even in case of power shortage.
I can explain this a little bit more. Most of the electronic keys and electronic locks have batteries in them, so even with the power shortages, they would still open.
Hmm.
So unless the
Not
batteries run out, then
or unless Helen keeps them in her possession,
yeah,
because maybe if someone is very unlucky, in someone's hands, nothing works, right? Anything could be just faulty in someone's hand, in the wrong hands.
yeah.
Maybe that's what. Just joking, Helen, by the way. Yeah. We are happy to have you here for sure. And take what I say with a pinch of salt. And that applies to all the viewers here. All right, Matthius. So you can imagine your life without keys then?
Yeah.
Mm. But at the moment, do you feel like keys play a significant role in your life?
Yeah, I think they are basically they wouldn't exist if we didn't need them because you could just leave the unlocked door. Nobody would go in because that's just a rude thing. But there are some people that want to go in because humans are humans. So yeah, it's a good thing that we have them because we are humans. But
By the
if we
way,
weren't,
go on.
if we weren't like this, that we wouldn't be so, how do I say this, stupid in other means, then I think the logs would be kind of useless. Can you is this understandable or is this way too complicated?
Well, you can always reword it if you want.
Well, I can always reward it. It's basically that logs are pointless if they don't have any use, and the use is to basically protect things from stupid people that have no idea what.
Stupid people. When you say stupid people, do you mean people with low intelligence, Matthius?
Not
Who are
by
you?
low
Who are you referring to?
intelligence. I'm Because I consider stupid people those that have no morals.
So you mean immoral people then?
Immoral people, yeah.
Twats,
But
in other words.
immoral people are kind of stupid, actually, in my eyes. So
Hmm. Well, some of them are very clever, ironically.
yeah, I mean, like my friends.
Like your friends.
Yeah, I have one friend that is like introverted. He has panic attacks in public. He
He has
also
what?
he
He
has
has what?
panic attacks in public.
Mhm. Yeah.
He wants to kill everyone, every single human, because they are blight. They are a blight to this world. So yeah, it's kind of fun.
Matthius, are you sure about revealing this information to the YouTube audience? This
I
sounds like
mean,
someone that needs to be arrested, if you ask me. How old is
I'm
this person?
the same as age as me.
Oh my God. So 18. So he needs to be arrested. He's danger to the public.
I mean, trust me, he's one of the. I mean, he wants to. I
He
wouldn't
wants to
say
do
he
what?
wants to kill people. He. How do I rephrase it that it wouldn't sound
Matthius,
bad?
you're on dangerous ground here. You know what the things you're saying here. Like, this is YouTube. Like anything can be used against you one day.
Yeah.
So be careful.
Well, I'm friends with him, and
Okay,
he's.
wait. What does it tell us about you then?
What does it tell you about me? Well, it tells you
Yeah.
that I keep him on a leash. That's what it means.
as in he's your dog.
No, not as he's my dog, even though he is a furry, which we don't, which we won't talk about now.
What?
But I mean,
Your friend has fur. Rather,
no, he's furry as as he's part of a furry fandom, which is a community on the
uh,
internet that you shouldn't Google for your own safety. But
you know what's gonna happen now, yeah? Every
yeah,
single person watching this is going to Google it.
yeah, and either they are going to develop on the two sides that the God that
Where are you going with this?
well, what I mean is the whole thing is that I keep him on a leash, making sure that he doesn't go out of control.
Okay, so Matthias, I just gonna say this once. This episode of Interactive English is getting very weird, yeah? Are
Yeah.
you sure where this is going? Are you sure
Yeah,
about where this is going? Because
I'm
I have
gonna end it here. I basically keep him in check, and when he decides to destroy the world, then I'm going to be the one that will stop him.
I assume you are just joking here, but part part of me thinks that you might not be joking. I don't know why, but anyway,
Well, let's get
you
back to the
vouch
keys.
you vouch for him that he's not gonna murder anyone anytime soon. Then do you vouch for him?
Yeah.
Good. Moving on, we have a lot of questions about keys. How on earth did we even start talking about this stuff?
Good question.
It's not a question on my list though. It's not one of the questions from my list though.
How
So,
did we get there?
Matthius, this is what you wanted to ask yourself a few minutes ago. Have you ever lost your keys?
Yes.
Can you elaborate on that?
Well, it's not about losing them. It's more about forgetting them, not about losing them. So yeah, I kind of forget them sometimes on my bedside table because it's one of the things that I grab in the morning. So yeah, I didn't really lost my keys, but I kind of forgot where they are, or I forget them at home.
Yeah, fair enough.
All right,
Do
I'm
you know
back.
anyone who constantly loses their keys? Someone who is really absent-minded. Do you know anyone like that?
No,
You don't?
no.
What about you, viewers? Do you occasionally lose your keys? Or do you know anyone who does? Let us know in the comments. We
Yeah.
are curious to find out. Okay, Matthius, how about this question then? How about question? Have you ever locked yourself out?
Well, only once, and that was on my skiing trip with my school. And we kind of locked with my friend inside out of our bedroom, so that was always great.
Well, can you describe exactly what happened? I'm not sure I
Well,
understand what happened
because
there.
the those doors were like you needed your keys to get in, even when they were unlocked, because they have they had a knob, and you had basically had how do I describe it? Basically, you had to use keys to open them, and not to unlock them, open them. So we kind of just got locked out, basically.
You locked yourself out.
Yeah.
What? How did you solve it then?
Yeah, because we basically went to the reception and they gave us a spare key.
So it
So
wasn't a big deal in the end.
no.
Hmm. How did that make you feel though when it happened?
Um, not much really. So it was kind of, well, this happened, so let's get to fixing it. So
Okay then. So how about, well, this is something that you have already kind of touched on. You mentioned the electronic keys, right? Or the electronic key
yeah.
cards. So how do electronic key cards work and what are their advantages over traditional keys?
Well, basically, electronic keycards work. Well, you basically put them to the receiver. You can sometimes even type your code, so you don't really have to care about losing that card, because you can still get into your home.
Mhm.
And advantages is, well, basically I just said that you can get in without your keys, because sometimes they have a numpad. You don't have to worry about you don't have to carry around your metal keys. You can just use your card, which can go into your wallet, and you are less likely to lose your wallet. And yeah, they cannot really be locked picked, which is another advantage. So yeah, I think I said everything, unless I'm forgetting
Oh,
something.
no, I think it's fine. Okay, how about this question then? We're getting into more sort of technological stuff now. How can biometric keys such as fingerprint or iris scans be used for I'd never say this correctly, authentication and access control?
Well, basically it's scans, because it basically scans what you are using, such as fingerprints and iris scans, which is your eyes, for those that don't know. But these are way better, because every human is basically, how do I say
Unique.
this?
Unique.
Every human is unique, and their biology is also unique. So that
Mhm.
means to find someone that has the same fingerprint or iris, for that matter, then you wouldn't be able to get in. But it also is a problem when you lose those things, because you can
Yeah.
burn off your fingerprints, or, well, yeah, you can do that when you touch hot pan, or you get burnt. You can
We
lose
would
your
just like to
fingerprint.
remind everyone not to do any of that.
Yeah,
just
that's for
just in case
your own safety.
yeah, just in case there are some people considering doing that as an experiment to prove or disprove what Matthius is saying here. Please don't do that. Yeah, it's for your own safety.
Yeah. So it's good in some cases, but bad in others.
Hmm. Okay. And also, of course, there are some stories. We have seen some films, TV shows where basically someone cuts someone's finger off as well. Like that can happen too. It's not unheard of.
I mean,
And then
but you can notice when someone is carrying around a finger and using it is it as a fingerprint scanner.
yes, usually, unless it's very dark. Yeah. Okay, then. Again, it's getting weird. This is the second moment that this one is kind of my fault though. All right. I've been watching too much of Breaking Bad again. So, would you love to be a locksmith one day, Matthius? Because as we know, you are still at school, so you haven't chosen your profession
Well,
yet.
I wouldn't be a locksmith, but I would love to train some lockpicking because that's a really useful skill when you forget your keys somewhere and you have to get in your home.
It's not the first thing that comes to mind when you say it's a very useful skill because I
I mean,
think
I mean, some people can
most.
also use it to break
Hmm,
into houses, but
hmm.
it's really good when you want to get into a home and you forget your keys, and also nobody is going to. Some people are going to question it, but you can just show that this is your home. You just forgot your keys, and then they are going to be really ashamed of themselves. So that's also another good thing.
You know what? Like you are already talking about it. This is actually my last question here. Can you pick locks? Do you own a lock pick?
Well, I cannot pick locks, but I would love to. And do I own a lockpick? No, but you can use really you can use really simple tools actually. Something that you can basically use is paper clips if you bend them really good because you basically need a specific shape for it. So yeah, you
So are
don't really
you?
need much.
So what is the risk of not being very skillful or experienced when it comes to picking locks? Then, so you can say you can lose a paper clip. I can imagine that. I think I've even seen it in some films. But isn't could it not turn out to be a disaster? Could it not like lead to a
But it does depend on the lock because most locks that I've seen they are really simple. You can basically
hmm,
just push the paperclip in and it will automatically open because the pins in there don't really do much.
hmm,
But it- it really depends on the lock. If it's some lock that is really special, that it cannot be lockpicked, but those are really hard to find, then it could cause a disaster. But it's basically just how well you can lockpick and how much time you have, because you can lockpick any lock with any amount of skill in some time.
hmm. So do you have any so do you have any idea how to do that then? So you would say that not yet, or is this something you want to learn then?
I can say some things because I kind of researched it already. So
Hmm.
once you get your tools done out of your paper clips, then you can start. You push one. Why am I explaining how to lockpick?
Well, I mean, we might as well put the title of this video to title this video "How to Lockpick," and then all those thieves will become the subscribers of Teachers Zdenek YouTube channel. And
Well,
then when the
basically,
and the, when the police look for evidence, and they will basically find me guilty for what do you call it,
suggesting this.
for being an accomplice to their crimes.
Yeah. Well, let me continue. So basically, push one of those paper clips in. You bend it so it's used for a leverage, and sometimes the lock will just open because it's really bad. But when it doesn't open and you have to use your other clip, then you
Yep.
basically can use two options. You basically just um, push it in and push it out really quickly, and some battle locks will open after this because they are really bad with this. And when they are better, you basically go one by one, pushing pins up until they are locked in, and you can open the lock.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
But
Oh
but
well.
you can actually lose all your progress when you push the wrong pin in with way too much pressure or way too low pressure. So it's something that you have to kind of learn.
Did you learn this on YouTube, Matthius?
Yes.
Okay. If you want, we can even put a link to that video.
Probably that's not.
I'm joking. All right. Well, I guess that will be it. Let's have a look at some correction then, at feedback.
There are going to be so many.
Not really. Let's see. Hmm. I think I shared the wrong file, Matthius. I'm sorry. Not this one.
Really cool.
Give me a second. Yeah, it's this one. Okay. So we're getting to the point when keys are becoming obsolete. Well, I really like the word obsolete. Can you tell us what it means, please?
It basically is synonym to outdated.
Or old-fashioned, or yeah,
Oh,
outdated
that's a
is
good
a good one. By the way, not synonymum, but synonym.
synonym.
Synonymum, I think it's Slovak language.
Yeah.
All right. When I'm the only person that doesn't have keys, then I would find that troublesome. It's a bit strange, this sentence. Can you make it better?
And I would be the only person.
No. So we need, so this part is okay. The last final part is okay. So first of all, when the right word here?
If I would be.
Yeah,
If
it's
I'm the.
a hypothetical situation. So go for if, and then we are talking. It's something that is not real. So in English, when you're talking about something that is not real, which English tense is used?
I
Because
think
what?
future.
No, no, past. Yeah,
Alright.
because it's like you are distancing yourself from the truth, from the reality, basically, kind of. You know.
Yeah.
So if you want to distance yourself in English, you go to the past. It's logical, right?
I mean, if it kind of makes more sense if you use if, then it would be into the future because it cannot really happen in the past. But
Yeah, but
yeah,
if you use future after if, then it's something that is a real possibility, and that's not what you want here.
I suppose.
You're not talking about the real possibility in the future. You're talking about a hypothetical thing, right? So you need to use past tense after if. So if I
Was the only person,
yeah, or where, yeah, both are acceptable, yeah.
if I was the only person that didn't have keys, then I find it really troublesome.
Then
Then I
I
would
would
find,
yeah. This is what you have to do, okay?
yeah,
How do you pronounce this?
common thing,
Not common, but common,
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 common thing.
which is a common mistake of the Achievers Chamber members for some reason. Common thing. All right. You could just hang on.
You could have
You
just
could
unlocked.
wait. This is not what you said. You could just open, I think you said, right? Yeah. You said no. I don't know anymore what you said, Matthius. I have no idea. I will delete it because I just didn't. I'm sorry. I didn't record this correctly. All right, here we go. Next. If we weren't like this, how to say stupid in other means? Do you remember what you were saying there?
I was referring to the immoral people like stupid, but I don't.
I think I'm. This is a bit weird. In other means. In other way. In another way, maybe, or
Maybe.
I don't know. Maybe it's okay, but I just don't. I don't know. I wouldn't say it like that. In other means. Let me check it. It's just a bit weird. In other words. Maybe in other words?
Maybe.
Yeah. How to say this in a different way or in another way or in other words? Yeah. The word
All right.
means is used, but it's used in different structures. Like,
This means something.
in other words, hang on. By all means, for example, right? By all means. Yeah. It just doesn't sound like something people would normally say, but what do I know? How do you pronounce this one?
Weren't.
So not weren't, because weren't.
Weren't. All right.
Weren't. Yeah.
Weren't.
Were. This is were. And the other one is weren't.
Weren't.
Not weren't. Weren't. Yeah. Weren't. Yeah. Okay. Why did I write this here? No.
Good question.
I know why. How do you pronounce this third word, Matthius?
One.
Okay, that sounds better. One. W there. W sound.
One. All right.
Okay. How about the next one? I kind of forget them on my bedside table. This is a common mistake. Yeah. So, not forget. Forget is not the verb people would use or should use.
I would maybe leave them on my bedside table.
Yes. This is a common mistake. Yeah. If you are talking about a location and forgetting, you want to use leave instead. So you leave.
All right.
Where's my wallet? Oh my God, I left it on my table. You wouldn't say I forgot it on my table, which is something I hear a lot of people say all the time. You can say I forgot to take my wallet. That's fine. Yeah, I forgot about my wallet. That's totally fine. But if you have a location, if you have a place where you left something, then you have to say I left it there. Okay?
All right.
Those doors were like you just needed to open them. I'm just a bit surprised why you're saying doors. I have a theory. I think it's because of the Slovak language, which is similar to the Czech language, where we just use the word doors, meaning a singular thing. But in English, I believe you just have to say door. Right? You keep referring to it as it is. You keep referring to it as it is, as if it was plural. But I think
I think I was talking about them like in more than one doors. Or more than
really?
one door.
Well, if that's the case, then it's fine. If that's the case.
All right. Because I was talking about doors in general, not in specific way.
All right then. Well, to me it didn't sound like that, but you've convinced me. So we went to the reception and they gave us a spare key. I like the phrase a spare key. Could you tell us what it means?
It basically means to have something more of just in case of something, like a spare tire,
like an extra key.
Basically,
okay,
extra
very
thing
good.
For emergencies usually.
Exactly. You can use a really simple tools. What's wrong with this sentence?
I wouldn't. I wouldn't. I. You can use really simple tools. I think
That's
the.
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
correct. That's it. All right. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching this lesson. If you find this useful or interesting, please don't forget to like this video. And you should do that too, Matthius. By the way, you can like your
Yeah.
own video. That's not a,
Yeah. I
in
should, but I
YouTube.
don't have YouTube open, so it doesn't bring this up. But I will like it
To
after
be
we are done.
okay,
Or I can do it
because
now, I
nobody
guess.
will see it's you anyway. It's not like Facebook where everybody can see who liked what. Here, nobody knows who liked the videos. So
Except you.
really,
I think you can see who subscribed and like that.
I don't think so. I don't think I can see names of. Okay, well, it comes up as a notification actually.
Yeah.
Potentially, I can't remember any. I think so. I don't know. I think I don't get notifications about likes though. I don't think I do, Matthias. Anyway, not to my knowledge, but I'm not a YouTube expert. Okay, Matthias, thank you very much for talking to us about keys. I think it was interesting, sometimes a little bit weird, but it is what it is.
Yeah. That's how just conversations evolve into other things.
Exactly. That's the way the cookie crumbles. All right. Thanks everyone, and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye bye.
See ya.